Greetings all. I apologize if you are looking out for the monthly general reading. Are these the ones? I just forgot. Okay, I got generosity, joy, and aspirations, but not the ones right now. Yes, I apologize if you're looking out for the monthly readings. It completely skipped me. I just on the 16th I looked back at my page and I was like, oh wait, I haven't done January. Wow. And that's because I uploaded a few other videos this at the beginning of the month, which I hope you enjoy and get some light from it. But yeah, so I guess that made me feel like I've done something for the beginning of the month, which is yeah, okay. And actually, the candle magic is actually an old video I had. So yes, I apologize, but I'm coming in now, and I'm gonna do next month's reading right thereafter. So yes, I'm shuffling in front of the camera today just because I think we could do that right now. I'm gonna put them down and let you have a look at it afterwards. Okay, good, thanks. Both of them. Wow, we've got a lot of archangel cards out here. Brilliant. Okay, so those are the free advice cards or the free angel messages by Diane Cooper. And this is a big old deck, the Getting Into the Vortex cards by Esther and Jerry Hicks, Teaching of Abraham. And this is the relationship card. And as I always say, relationship doesn't just mean partner or love relationship. It usually pertains to every relationship you have. And we kind of can't live in this world without forming relationships. Not kind of, we definitely can't, but you know how it goes. Some people want to avoid that. But relationship can be with yourself, which is the most important relationship, with your siblings, your parents, other family members, colleagues, strangers, neighbors, however it goes. And so this is the Major Arcana, and I'm using my personal deck this time, which is the African American Tarot. Balenciaga. I don't know how to say that their names, but yeah, if you know the deck, you know the deck. But it's derived from the original tarot deck, but it's got African images and stories and folk tales and folklore alongside the standard meanings. So if I move to, I'll read the other meanings to it on the booklet. But for now, I'm just gonna run with it. Hope you all are doing well. Yes, new month. I don't want to say new year because I don't really feel like it's exactly the new year, but it's definitely a new month, and we give thanks for every day anyhow. So, and actually, I must say that I always used to feel like more die hard, more wholeheartedly in the last 2 years that January doesn't make sense for it to be the first year. And I felt always that actually it should be by the spring equinox where we should really be celebrating New Year around the Aries season or April, March, And I just got some light from a brother called Ampu and on the channel Black Magic 363, where Brother Rich does a lot of interviews with very interesting people. Yeah, lovely people, really, bringing forth a lot of wisdom and light in their own right. And yeah, so Brother Ampu was talking about just the Kemetic, celebrations of gratitudes. And I did celebrate the winter solstice on the 21st. Okay, got that. And yes, I celebrated the winter solstice on the 21st, and it was a beautiful celebration I had. It was lovely. I haven't done it like that before, and it was just it was awesome. And what came to light was through Brother Ampu that actually the new year begins on the 21st. Okay, thanks. That's the Ascension cards by Diane Cooper. Okay, yes, and the new year starts on the 21st, really, on that summer on that winter solstice. Yeah, just make sure y'all didn't see nothing I'm supposed to. Excuse me. Yeah, so I feel like it definitely actually does start on the 21st. Why? Because with everything, although my reasoning for it feeling that it would be around the spring equinox is because that's the time when everything's budding and beginning anew and starting to grow and flourish. But of course, we know that things happen in the yin realm, or at least in the unseen realm, before they are seen. So it makes perfect sense for it to celebrate it on the 21st, which is when the winter solstice is. Around that time every year, 1 or 2 days off or on. And yeah, that represents the time where it starts, that seedling, that growing to the spring equinox, where you can actually see it with your physical eyes, you know. Yes, it just makes perfect sense. And there was another point that just skipped me. Hope he comes back to me. Yes, I hope he comes back to me. But let's we get on to the reading. So the relationship card, we have number 20, and it reads, flawed premises can attract true unwanted evidence. Okay. It reads, if you were to hear a false premise again and again until you yourself began to believe and repeat it, now your own activation of the contradictory vibration would interfere with your sense of intelligence, and you would begin to attract evidence of your belief, in effect, proving the false premise to be true. Excuse me. And so, it becomes increasingly hard for you to call this a false premise when the evidence seems to be telling you that it is true. For over time, you come to believe it is true. Very interesting card. 2, is duality. It also represents the moon. And as I was shuffling the cards, I wanted to give a quick shuffle before I came online and shuffled them again. The moon card for the major arcana slipped out. And the first thing to me that came to mind was things not being clear. And this is a funny one because we like to stand by truth, but truth can be interchangeable, exchangeable, depending on your circumstances and how you see things at the time. And the card, as it states, is if you hear something over and over again, if you give your attention to it, it becomes your reality. It can become your reality. And yeah, it's funny because we go through this where we think we are 100% sure about something, and actually, it is not the true something. It's not the whole something. And when we find that to be not true, it's a slap in the face. You're thinking like, what the hell? I really thought like that was it, you know. But this is definitely a card talking about relationship with yourself and what you allow yourself to take on. What you allow yourself to digest, be it through your eyes, your skin, your mental heights, your etheric body, your aura, every and each way. So truth is, yes, I have this quote like, you have to sometimes decipher between truth and facts. But both those things can be interchangeable and exchangeable. I don't know if that's the right term I'm looking for. Not so much exchangeable. I don't think that's the word. Um, but almost like it depends on your state, whether you can deem it true or false, fact or fiction. More the reason to always look to your higher self, your higher knowing, your higher understanding. Because if you take on somebody else's understanding, always, I mean, of course, we learn from people, we can gain great wisdom from others, but it's always good to go within, even when you do feel like someone's on point. Check what your inner self actually is saying to you, even if it pertains to that same something that somebody else was saying. It's funny because I was talking about how I wholeheartedly thought that the year began around April, the spring equinox, March even, and yeah, I felt that for quite, like I said, wholeheartedly for a few years until now. And it's not so much, well, it has something to do with somebody else's light. Like again, like we say, we can gain great wisdom from others, but it's also because I went within. Because he said it and I was like, okay, okay, cool. But then I went within and then realized for sure because there was more light brought to me. Just the fact that everything is a process, and I know that to be true. I feel that is true, and I feel that is fact. And I know that there's the dark comes before the light, the unseen comes before the seen. So, yes, makes perfect sense. But of course, always, I'm rambling a little bit, excuse me. It's important to check yourself even when you're checking other people's. Again, the affirmation is flawed premises can attract true unwanted evidence. An affirmation can be positive or negative, so be mindful of that. And the card advice from the angels is Archangel Chamuel or Shamuel. And Archangel Shamuel works on the pink ray of love, and being blessed with this archangel card indicates that you are ready to open your heart to unconditional love. Love has no restrictions and accepts all people as they are, nor does it judge. True love is so powerful that it dissolves hurt, anger, and separation. Let love flow from your heart and touch your loved ones, those you dislike, and strangers. This creates a bridge of light which the angels can move along to bring hope and peace. In return, your life will be blessed and filled with love. And the affirmation is, my heart is filled with the flame of love. Yes, unconditional love beats it all. No matter what you go through, no matter what you feel somebody's done to you, like if you just give more love to yourself about it, and then it will radiate out. Once you accept your doings, your dealings within the situation, forgive yourself, love yourself over it, then you automatically will forgive and love the other person over it. And that's the advice. And the current situation is Archangel Jophiel, which we had last month for the How to Move Forward card. And it reads, Archangel Jophiel works on the golden ray, drawing wisdom from source. Ask him to illuminate you and help you to connect with your own deep knowing. He will also help you to learn and absorb information. So if you are studying or are involved in any form of education, divine assistance is available to you now. Call on Archangel Jophiel for direction and strength. He will help you to remove negativity and become open-minded, clear, and wise. The Angels remind you it is time for you to wear the golden cloak of wisdom. So visualize yourself surrounded in gold lights and be wise. And the affirmation is I connect with my inner wisdom. Yes. Yes, because back to what we were talking about in truth and facts. There's truth, there's facts, and that is all. Again, I don't know if I need to get this term. It can be seen again in different spheres depending on what stage or phase you are on. But wisdom is just that, wisdom. And getting the wisdom from the highest source, your innate source, your higher self, is fixed. But you can have truth and facts on either side of polarities. They can be lopsided depending on what your vision is. Wisdom is wisdom. And wisdom is different in every situation again, but it is fixed at the same time. Hope that makes sense to you. Because we say that wisdom is the know-how. Truth, again, I see it as something that can be waverable. And facts, I also find it can be waverable. But wisdom is solid. Make wise moves and wise decisions depending on your circumstances and your experiences. And for the card, how to move forward, we have beginnings. And it reads, life is a necessary, yes. Life is a series of cycles and a time of rebirth is indicated for you. This may mean a new phase in a relationship, the germination of a fresh idea, or the development of qualities in you like laughter, light, or hope. It may herald a total change. Do not be afraid to let go of the familiar, for the new cannot enter until the old and outworn has departed. Your angel guidance is to accept the new for it will be welcome when it arrives. Birth is a vulnerable time. The fragile life force needs to be protected and nurtured within you. Ask the angels to guide the new beginnings in your life safely to maturity. And the affirmation is, I welcome and nurture the new in my life. Well, this the beginnings card is apt for this time of the year when people celebrate the new year in this month. Always remember that we have to be able to, clear out the old, let go of any sometimes misconceptions or just baggage in general, whatever you deem a bit heavy on you or things that you are unable to shift or feel bound to. You have to move that aside. Actually, not just move it aside, clear it out of your sight, out of your way, so you can receive the new. Because if you have so much backed up, you won't have room for nothing new. Or even if you have so much backed up and you receive the new, you treat it the same way as how you had whatever it is that you have backed up. Or you may not even see the value in it, in the new, because you're still focused or still hung up or still dealing with what is backing you up. You see? So yeah, for us to be able to receive, we have to learn to let go. Because if we're holding on to something, we're not going to be able to receive anything else. It's only when we're free and open-handed is that we're able to receive something new. Otherwise, we're just holding on to the old and there's no room. Even if there's a room a little bit in there for something new to fit in, it's not going to be as great as it could be if you was like this. So the major arcana for the main energy, the heart of the matter, wow, is the Fool. The Fool. And you know, the Fool is all about new beginnings and being carefree and not holding on to, and look, traveling light, not holding on to any baggage, not, being free, being carefree. It can be sometimes seen as being a bit naive, but naivety isn't a bad thing all the time, depending on your circumstances, of course. But yes, being childlike, being able to move on, and of course, we always see the image of someone, walking so in their head like da 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 in the clouds that they're not even realizing that there's a cliff coming. But it's only when you kind of do a bit of when you kind of be a bit more risque is that you can receive some kind of abundance. And like if they're smelling the rose and not watching where it's going, the monkey's trying to get ahead, telling you like, look where you're going, star. He's like, oh, don't worry about it. He probably knows that in the back of his mind, his higher self, I feel, knows that it's not that far down. And even if he goes down, it'll be awakening for something in him that he needs. And he will recuperate, no problem. It's nice soft beds of flowers down there. Nothing to worry about. Just keep it pushing. Keep traveling light. And keep talking to your higher self. Be in tune with your higher self. And appreciate nature. Appreciate the natural forces in life. Actually, looking at the picture, there is not so much a bed of roses. Well, there's a lot of greenery on this side, but on this, closer to the rock there, or to the cliff, there's some, not so much thorns, but some brisk looking sharp twigs and stuff. But it's coming out that way, so it's green. It's all good. Whatever you do this month, follow your instincts. Don't be afraid. Go for it. Remember to release, to be able to receive, and don't hold on to other people's or false premises. Check within yourself to make sure that it is right to you, and use your wisdom. Archangel Jophiel is here to help you retain wisdom from the source. If you are researching and re-educating yourself, good, go for it. But I always like to, when I'm researching something, I look in many sources all at the same time. Because if you're just like kind of honing into one, I think you get more indoctrinated into that form, or that whoever wrote the book, or whoever people's wrote the book, into their way of thinking. Unless you get one of those books that has diverse kind of intakes and stuff. But I would get like, a bunch of books. My library allows me to take out 20 books at a time. So I'll get a bunch of books on similar topics, the same topics, people that may not have like a whole book on one topic, but there's a chapter on it, just so we get different understanding. And then I go within and ascertain what's really what to me. And then I ask again, what is the wisdom and what is the source knowing in this situation? And love is the ultimate goal, the ultimate everything. Unconditional love as well. Love is everything. Love is everything. That's what I have to say on that one. That's Archangel Chamuel. And for your Ascension card, we have the Pleiades. Number 16, which is 7. And the affirmation reads, I open my heart to love and healing from the Pleiades. The Pleiadians are great healers. They love Earth and all who live on her. By drawing this card, you are being invited to open your heart to Pleiadian healing. Let them enfold you in their loving, healing blue light, so that their wisdom and gifts flow into you. When you have absorbed these qualities into your energy fields, pass them on to others. Remember that the animals who come from the Pleiades, sheep, pandas, and pigs, heal people and their land. Bless them and honor their work for your planet. Okay, the Pleiades. Okay, so the Pleiades. I have heard some things on the Pleiades, but I wouldn't discuss them right here. Again, it's them things that you hear, but it doesn't fully resonate with me, so I won't speak on it. But take from what you will from this card and its wisdom, writings, information. Yes, and I must remember what I was trying to say in regards to the solstice. I'm gonna take a quick meditation about peace. Yes, so what I was trying to say in regards to my new understanding of why the new year should start on the 21st, or well, not so much, not always on the 21st of December, because the time and year can change, but it's usually around the 20th, 21st, or 22nd of December, which is the winter solstice. Is because it's not only the winter solstice, it's the reasons behind, not just because like I was saying before, if you didn't catch on, it was that I used to feel wholeheartedly that it was the start of the year would be in the spring equinox time, around the end of March, early April. And because the reason being is because that's when things will start to come into fruition, and we have the growing, the budding and stuff. But after hearing a very power filled talk with two brothers, Anpu and brother Rich, I come to realize they mentioned that they do a gratitude ceremony coming from the Kemetic legacy, um, around the winter solstice for a few, I think it was 20 days or so, maybe 30 days. And he mentioned that he felt that, this is brother Ampu, that then there's no right time or wrong time, whichever one resonates with you. And as he said that, he mentioned that he personally feels that the 21st, or at least this winter solstice, is the time of the new. And I went within and I asked myself and my guides, and I tapped into my source knowing, my wisdom, and it came to be true that because before I just kind of went along with it because it made sense. Spring, budding, new trees, new life, everything coming back into fruition. But when I actually sat down and meditated about it, thought it through, just the word thought process, I'm sorry, not thought process, but the word process came to mind. And I know that before there's light, there is dark. So, while if you take the spring equinox time as the light, then it makes perfect sense for the winter solstice time to be the dark. So, before we see the fruition, it's in the making. And it makes perfect sense for it to be in the making around the winter solstice. And the reason that the one thing I forgot to mention, which I have to go back and think it through and get it back into my meds, is that we know that when the winter solstice comes about, before then, the days are very dark, very early. And the winter solstice is the darkest day of the year. And what even kind of made it more concrete for me is that after that day, that's when the day becomes brighter again, just a little bit each day, until we get to the spring equinox when we have fuller days and less nights. So yes, that's the reasoning. And just there's again, we are talking about truth and facts, and there's also science And science is an inner knowing. Science is wisdom. I'll leave you with that. Okay, thanks, and look forward to the next one coming very shortly. Again, I apologize if I left you hanging. Hope this one's a bit long. This, yeah, but yeah. Peace.